Before we begin, take a look at this. A desert so extreme it looks like another planet. A mosque that explodes into rainbow colors when the sun rises. A square so enormous and beautiful it once served as the center of an empire. And ancient ruins where kings ruled one of the greatest civilizations in human history. All of this exists in one country, Iran. For thousands of years, this land stood at the crossroads of civilizations. Empires rose here. Traders crossed its deserts along the Silk Road. Architects built cities, mosques, and palaces so stunning that they still leave travelers speechless today. Yet despite its incredible history and landscapes, much of Iran remains one of the most misunderstood and unexplored places on Earth. Today we're counting down 15 incredible places in Iran. From rainbow-colored mosques and towering mountains to ancient ruins that once ruled half the known world. And by the end of this journey, you might see this remarkable country in a completely new way. Let's begin our countdown of the most incredible places in Iran. Starting with number 15. Number 15, Tehran. Coming in at number 15, we begin in the energetic heart of modern Iran, the massive city of Tehran. Nestled at the base of the towering Alborz Mountains, Tehran is a city where modern skyscrapers stand beside royal palaces, historic bazaars, and centuries-old neighborhoods. With a population of more than 10 million people, Tehran is the political, economic, and cultural center of the country. Walking through the city reveals a fascinating blend of old and new. Busy boulevards filled with traffic lead to quiet gardens and traditional markets where merchants still sell spices, carpets, and handcrafted goods. But Tehran is more than just a modern metropolis. It also serves as the gateway to exploring Iran's rich history, dramatic landscapes, and ancient cultural heritage. And beyond the capital, Iran begins to reveal landscapes that feel almost untouched by time. Number 14, Hyrcanian forests. Leaving the city behind, we step into one of the oldest forests on Earth. Coming in at number 14, we enter the Hyrcanian forests. Stretching along the southern coast of the Caspian Sea, these ancient forests are believed to be between 25 and 50 million years old. Towering trees rise into thick mist, while lush vegetation covers the forest floor. Walking through these woods feels like stepping into a prehistoric world. These forests are home to an incredible variety of wildlife, including rare birds, wildcats, and unique plant species that exist nowhere else on Earth. But Iran's history reaches even further back in time. Number 13, Chogha Zanbil. At number 13, we arrive at one of the oldest monuments in the Middle East, the ancient ziggurat of Chogha Zanbil. Built more than 3,000 years ago by the Elamite civilization, this massive stepped structure once stood at the center of a sacred city. Even today, its towering brick terraces rise from the desert like a monument frozen in time. Chogha Zanbil is one of the best preserved ziggurats anywhere in the world. But Iran's architectural wonders continue to grow even more impressive. Number 12, Kashan and Fin Garden. Coming in at number 12, we arrive in the historic desert city of Kashan. Kashan is known for its beautiful historic houses, elegant courtyards, and traditional Persian architecture. But its most famous attraction is the Fin Garden. This garden represents the classic Persian concept of paradise. Water channels flow through the garden, fountains create soothing sounds, and tall trees provide shade from the desert heat. Designed centuries ago, the garden reflects the Persian belief that nature and architecture should exist in perfect harmony. But the next destination takes us somewhere much more vibrant. Number 11. Tabriz Bazaar. At number 11, we step into one of the largest covered markets on Earth, the historic Tabriz Bazaar. For centuries, this enormous marketplace served as one of the most important trading hubs along the Silk Road. Merchants from China, Central Asia, the Middle East, and Europe once gathered here to exchange goods, ideas, and cultures. Today, the bazaar remains a vibrant center of commerce. Its endless corridors, brick domes, and colorful shops create a maze of activity and tradition. But Iran's landscapes are about to become even more dramatic. Number 10. Hormuz Island. Coming in at number 10, we arrive at one of the most unusual islands on Earth, Hormuz Island. Often called the Rainbow Island, Hormuz is famous for its colorful, mineral-rich soil and striking red beaches. The landscape here looks almost painted. Streaks of crimson, gold, and orange stretch across the hillsides and coastline, creating a surreal and otherworldly environment. But Iran's geological wonders continue just across the water. Number 9. Keshem Island. At number 9, we explore the dramatic landscapes of Keshem Island. Located in the Persian Gulf, Keshem is the largest island in Iran. Its terrain is filled with canyons, cliffs, caves, and strange rock formations carved by wind and water over millions of years. One of the island's most famous attractions is the Valley of the Stars, a surreal landscape of towering rock pillars and narrow passageways that locals believe were formed by falling stars. Yet, Iran's beauty extends far beyond its islands. Number 8. Shiraz. Coming in at number 8, we arrive in one of the most beautiful cities in Iran, Shiraz. Known as the city of poets and gardens, Shiraz has long been celebrated for its culture, history, and elegance. Tree-lined boulevards, colorful gardens, and historic mosques create a peaceful and romantic atmosphere. But towering above the landscape lies one of the most legendary mountains in the region. Number 7. Mount Damavand. At number 7, we reach the mighty Mount Damavand. Standing more than 5,600 meters tall, Damavand is the highest mountain in the Middle East. This massive, dormant volcano rises dramatically above the surrounding landscape. Snow-covered slopes, volcanic rock formations, and breathtaking views make Damavand one of the most iconic natural landmarks in Iran. But Iran's architectural masterpieces are about to steal the spotlight. Number 6. Golestan Palace. Coming in at number 6, we step inside one of the most dazzling palaces in Iran, Golestan Palace. Located in Tehran, this royal complex served as the residence of Persian kings during the Qajar dynasty. Inside, elaborate mirror-covered halls reflect light in every direction, while colorful tile work decorates the walls and ceilings. Yet the landscapes ahead are about to become even more extreme. Number 5. Lut Desert. At number 5, we enter one of the most extreme environments on Earth, the Lut Desert. Temperatures here have reached some of the highest ever recorded on the planet. Massive rock ridges known as kaluts stretch across the desert like the ruins of an ancient alien city. Yet even within this harsh environment, the landscape possesses a strange and mesmerizing beauty. But Iran's desert cities may be even more fascinating. Number 4. Yazd. Coming in at number 4, we arrive in one of the oldest desert cities in the world, Yazd. Its maze of mud brick buildings and narrow alleyways create a cityscape that looks almost unchanged for centuries. Towering wind catchers rise above the rooftops, capturing cool breezes and directing them into homes. and directing them into homes. But one of the most breathtaking interiors in the world still lies ahead. Number 3. Nasir al-Mulk Mosque. At number 3, we step inside one of the most stunning mosques on Earth, Nasir al-Mulk Mosque, often called the Pink Mosque. This extraordinary building becomes a dazzling display of color when sunlight passes through its stained glass windows. The entire floor fills with patterns of red, blue, yellow, and green light. Yet 2 legendary locations still remain. Number 2. Naqsh Jahan Square. Coming in at number 2, we arrive at one of the greatest architectural spaces ever built. Naqsh Jahan Square in the city of Isfahan. Surrounded by magnificent mosques, royal palaces, and historic arcades, this enormous square once served as the center of the Persian Empire. But one destination still stands above them all. Number 1. Persepolis. And finally, taking the number 1 spot, we arrive at the legendary ruins of Persepolis. Founded more than 2,500 years ago by the Persian king Darius the Great, Persepolis served as the ceremonial capital of the Persian Empire. Its towering columns, massive staircases, and intricate stone carvings remain one of the greatest archaeological sites in the world. Standing among these ancient ruins, it's impossible not to feel the weight of history. Because Persepolis isn't just a monument, it's a symbol of one of the most powerful civilizations the world has ever known.